Shortly after swearing in to lead Uganda for the next 5 years, the country experienced constant terror attacks, which claimed lives of innocent Ugandans. With the two double-edged faces of a military man and a civilian, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni established calculative tactics to dismantle ADF sleeper cells, those in urban and in remote areas. Several remnants were arrested, while others were put out of action in the process.
Where the joint forces were able to arrest 3 armed ADF rebels, recovered 8 guns, 80 rounds of ammunition of PK machine gun, 45 rounds of ammunition of 20.7mm anti-aircraft gun.
The fight against the ADF remnants has taken much of Museveni's military attention to establish a military joint operation with the neighboring DR Congo, codename Operation Shujaa, with a target of dismantling the ADF Islamic State's financed Ugandan rebel outfit operations in eastern DRC.
The joint forces of the EPDF and Congolese armies on Monday killed more than 15 ADF rebels in eastern DRC on Sunday night. The joint force made offensive action against rebels of the ADF that had killed 16 Congolese civilians.
Operation Shujaa in Congo has seen many of the ADF bases destroyed and peace restored in respective places to spur economic transformation. Several agreements have been signed between Uganda and neighboring countries to dismantle ADF.
But when you look at DRC again, we have UPDF, we have KDF, teaming up with other sister countries in supporting the stabilization of Eastern Congo.
In his inauguration speech to lead Uganda for the 6th term as president, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni emphasized African unity to encounter threat as it might arise.
Stated that the African patriots, like we in the NRM, are neither pro-West nor pro-East. We are first and foremost pro-Africa. When I came in the government when we were still fighting, are you pro-East or pro-West? Idiot, I am pro-Africa.
Museveni said lack of unity and a strong African army has led to the downfall of many African governments.
Bypassing the African Union is not acceptable when it comes to dangerous strategic African issues. We have no interest in fighting anybody except poverty and underdevelopment in Africa. Africa can defend itself against any and all aggressors if we coordinate.
By convincing other African leaders, President Museveni in his first year in office for this 6th term managed to establish the African Global Security Foundation with its headquarters in Dakar, Senegal. This came amidst coups in many African countries. The body was given the chairmanship of Museveni's right-hand man and former Prime Minister of Uganda, John Patrick Amama Mbabazi.
Is maintenance of peace and security. This can be accomplished by all parties working together to prevent conflict by creating conditions that allow peace to hold and to flourish.
Other security concerns still challenging Museveni government in this new term is that of the Karamojong warriors in the Karamoja sub-region that has also pursued insecurity in some parts of Teso sub-region.
Overall achievements since July 2021 to 291 guns recovered so far, 2,962 ammunitions, warriors put away are 392, those arrested are 6,976, and those prosecuted are 1,600. The livestock recovered from warriors that were suspected raided or rustled 21,847.
The issue of Karimajong warriors involves two countries of Uganda and Kenya, with intelligence clues indicating that these warriors acquire ammunition from Turkana in western Kenya.
The CDFs of Kenya and Uganda are here. I also wish to emphasize the need to jointly address the problem of arms trafficking and the proliferation which is exacerbating the insecurity along our borders.
Operation Usalama Kwa Wote was launched in July of last year. So far, several successes have been registered, though still demands more attention to self-suffering Ugandans in the volatile Karamoja.
So the operation Usalama Kwa Wote is registering tremendous success, and the UPDF initiated meetings between leaders of Karamoja and the neighboring districts which are being affected of Lango and Acholi, that's Sagago, were aimed at realizing a permanent solution to deal with these cattle thefts.
Despite the end of AMISOM operations in Somalia, Uganda, under the leadership of Museveni, committed more terms in the newly formed African force in the names of ATMIS.
ANSIT, the African Transition Mission in Somalia, which has been approved by the UN Security Council, and it is aligned with the program of transition in Somalia itself. So the transitional federal government and the transitional peacekeeping force of ANSIT are working together to ensure that Somalia is ushered into permanent peace.
By reviewing his security policy in the so far 1 year of the 5 years, Museveni has lived on his words of regional security and the African military might. Nasir Abdu Lubwama for UBC.